Hello Sparkers, this is Instant Kafka. I'm going to do a quick demo on spinning knives and damage over time effects. These are questions that came up on the chat box earlier today, and I had streamed about it earlier, but the stream recording, the sound was completely borked on it, so I'm just going to redo this as a recording. So, spinning knife. How do we do a spinning knife when we throw it? The first thing you need to do is bring a knife into the world. We're going to add some code to it. The code is pretty simple. Let's get rid of the default code. We're going to say when it's a projectile, so when it's in the air, basically, pitch. Change my pitch. Okay. Then in our character here, go down to where we're shooting or throwing stuff. I have shoot on here right now. Pick it. So we're going to shoot our special knife. If we test it out, oh, shouldn't show up in there. So this is an important part that I missed. Go to Properties, Brain, and Template is true. Otherwise, we won't be able to throw too many of them. Okay, so you can see that it's spinning, but if you look closely, it's spinning the wrong direction. It's spinning backwards instead of forwards. To fix that, we just need to invert the pitch. Go the other direction. Check this out. Now you can see it. I think the spinning's a little too slow. I'd like to see a little faster spin on it. To do that, just give it a value here, any value. I think the default is 180 degrees per frame. So it's going halfway around every frame. Now it seems like it would make it much faster, but if you think about it, the illusion is it's gonna look slower because it can't show that many. If we lower that value, let's bring it down to half, 90. It'll actually look faster. That's too fast. Doesn't look realistic. Let's go half again. That's looking better. Let's go with that. That's pretty realistic. Okay. Now you can always change this back to throw if you want. They'll still work. I don't think that arc looks very realistic though. What's the physics on this? Tumble, okay. Density, drag. Ah, well. Anyways, you can play around with that. I prefer to shoot. I think it looks better and lasts longer. Okay. We have our knife and it's spinning nicely. If we wanted to apply a damage over time effect when the knife hits something, or a dot, we do that with multi-brains. So the first thing we need to do is just add an object that we're going to store our damage over time effect in. So let's grab a logic cube, put it in here, make this a lot smaller. I hate those large logic cubes. And let's give it a name. Dot effect. This is where we're going to put whatever's going to happen to the target when it's applied. And what we're going to put on there is, it's a damage over time, so it's a timed event. So let's give it a duration timer. This is going to occur over a certain duration. And in here you can put this is however long the dot is going to last overall. Let's just give it 8 seconds for now. Then underneath that, just apply damage. And I would do light damage because they'll die quickly if you try to do anything heavier. And it's periodical damage. It doesn't continuously apply this damage. It's gonna do it every so often, and we use the cooldown modifier for that. So it says prevents an object from being damaged again until a specific amount of time has gone by. So let's say every second it's going to apply the damage. Okay. Then once it's done, we can do that with an else. Say an else. Once the duration timer is over, let's remove this brain. Okay. Now back to our projectile. What we're going to do here is just detect when it hits something. So let's use bump. I don't want to do objects in front. I guess we can just do bump. Let's just try that for now. Let's assign our target variable to it. Hit. So we set our target. Once we have our target, we can add that brain to it. So we say target, please add the brain I'm about to show you to yourself. Target, please add brain dot effect. And that should be enough. Now we just need something to hit. Let's bring in a good old goblin buddy. Now it's kind of hard to tell how long that's going to last, so let's add some kind of indicator. We can add a meter to show how much longer that the dot is on there. Insert display meter, show meter. Sorry, show meter. What we're going to do is the amount of time left on the duration timer. Timer ratio remaining. This is a ratio, so it's going to be between 0 and 1, where 1 it just started and 0 it just ended. So that's going to be our current value. Then we do a max of 1. Ratio remaining, so if it's a max, it's going to be full. And it's going to go down to 0. And if you notice, we have this showing up. I forgot to make this a template. Interesting. The reason that's happening is because we have to remember that everything in here is running at 30 frames per second. Oops, not in this one. In this one. Everything's running at 30 frames per second. At that speed, this bump event could happen multiple times. So what we need to do is make it only happen once. And to do that, just add a start to it at the beginning of this. Saying when you started to bump something, just for this one frame, do this. And now we don't have to worry about that anymore. But we can add multiple effects. Until he's dead. The cool part about this is we don't have to do anything special to the targets. We don't have to add any special code to the targets that we're doing. We can grab something else from here. Grab this guy. If I can hit him. There we go. It's hard to hit the little guys. We can add a bridge. This is kind of weird, but we can do it. It's doing damage to the bridge. The other nice thing about this is in here we can add all kinds of different things for our dot effect. You know, maybe we want to have them some kind of effect where blood's spurting out of them or something. We can do that in here. Anything we want. This effectively will be part of the target's brain. So you have all the access to its variables, and you have access to control that target. You know, make him do animations or whatever. In here we can do emote. What's a good one to do here? We can do mad, sad, stunned. Stunned would be a good one. Did that even work? I don't know. I don't mess around with emotes too much. I'm not sure. But that's how you do spinning knives and dots, or at least how I do it. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.